Hey, Bobby, congratulations, man. Wanted to ask you, what was just how did you were able to transition going from the collegiate level now to the pro level? What were some of the things you had to do to get ready for that? And then what have you learned the last couple of weeks, just being here?
Well, me being completely honest with myself, I feel like I haven't really made the transition, other than being drafted, of course. But like, I feel like I'm still learning. It's a lot for me to learn. I think even if I was a 10-year veteran, it still would be a lot for me to learn. So I don't think I've completely made the transition yet. But also, I would just say it just done showed me that I'm not a premier defensive lineman no more. Like I have to learn all over again, and I have to be just as humble as I was pretty much like my freshman year again.
And also, we saw you at SoFi Stadium, and what was that experience like for you? What was going through your mind? Um, just thoughts about that whole experience.
Oh man, it was lovely, honestly. Like I've other than Jerry's World, I've never seen a stadium like that. But it's just also crazy that that is the home stadium for the team I'm playing for. That I'm actually living out my dream, and I get to play in front of people in something that looks like that that costs that much money.
And also, lastly, for me, Coach McVay said that he really noticed your attention to detail on a lot of different things. What have you noticed, and where did that attention to detail develop? Was it something you always had? Was it on a high school level or collegiate level? Where did that come from?
Well, honestly, I used to write a lot with my mom. So it came from like when I was writing, I would be real like close to attention to detail writing. But then also playing basketball, my mom used to make it like that much. She used to harp on the little things and the small things because she was like something little can become something big.
Got you. Thanks a lot, Bobby. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Jordan?
You know, all the media loves hearing that you're a writer, Bobby. It's pretty awesome. How's it been working with Coach Henny? Obviously, that's a room with a lot of high expectations in it. But how is he kind of taking you under his wing, and what's he expected of you so far?
Well, of course, he expects a lot from everybody. Coach Henny doesn't discriminate against anybody. He expects the same out of everybody. It don't matter if it's a veteran or whatever. Like our first day, he called AD out for not doing a drill as good as he could do it. But at the end of the day, when it comes to Coach Henny, it's all love. He gonna coach hard, but he gonna make sure that you know he love you. He care about you as a person.
Was that kind of a like a holy crap moment for you, because he's coaching everybody the same, obviously, even Aaron Donald?
Well, really, it was kind of like, okay, like calm down. Like he's not gonna rush you to know this because AD's even messing up on it. So calm down, relax, and just focus on what you need to focus on.
Thank you, Bobby.
Lindsay?
Bobby, have to know what you enjoy writing. What is there something that you have honed in on when it comes to writing?
My favorite thing to write and read about is mythology. I like writing stuff like that.
Very cool. Okay, it sounds like smarter stuff than what I'm writing. When you first met Aaron Donald, can you tell me what that moment was like?
Man, it was like so. Like when I met him, well, really, let me walk you through this. When I walk on the field, I don't see him. He was behind Banks, and Banks like 6'7". So like when I walk on the field, I don't see him. So I'm assuming like, okay, AD not here. Then I see like probably like 30 cameras to the side. I'm like, okay, why are they all over here by the D line? Then AD come around and was like, hey, you was the one at my locker. I was like, yo, and I was trying to calm down. That's why I was backing up because I was like, I didn't want the cameras to get me, but they all turned them towards me. But man, it was very surreal, like, because that's definitely somebody I look up to, like, just before even football, just as a person, he's a great person, man.
What do you remember what he said to you when he first met you?
He was like, "Oh, you was the one in my locker, recording my locker and stuff." I was like, yeah.
And then what did he say? Do you remember?
And then he was just like, "What's up, bro? You good?" And then he came in for a hug, and I was like, "Yeah, man, I'm good."
Oh, very cool. How has it been with Aaron specifically since that moment?
Oh man, dude, the work and a technician, honestly, like you can learn so much from him. Just like I said, just from a person, he's a good person, nice guy. but also on the field, like the way he works, the way he carries himself, and how he goes about business is very impressive.
Well, thanks, Bob.
And then we can wrap up with Gary, Stu, and Kevin.
Hey, Bobby, just curious, some of the guys that are second-year players that didn't get an opportunity to get on the field last year for OTAs, have you had any, much discussion with them kind of about how that transition went for them and how it's going for you?
No, sir, not really. We honestly, I would say as a collective group, we don't really focus on the past. Like if it's the last play, if it happened, it happened. Yesterday, if it happened, it happened. Really, we focus on moving forward. And like everybody, second year, third year, fourth, fifth, sixth, eighth, whatever. And in our room, we always focusing on getting better, and they always helping us, like the young guys, me, George, and Ernest. They always helping all of us in any way, shape, or form they can. So, no, we haven't really had a conversation about that, honestly.
Did that surprise you?
Yes, sir.
Did that surprise you?
It did, because honestly, I would have thought, like, it's a business. It's the NFL. I would have assumed it would have been like competition, but it's all love here, like, and everybody focusing on trying to get better as a collective unit.
Thanks very much.
Yes, sir.
Stu?
Hey, Bobby, similar question that I asked Robert, but what is it that you like about, working with your draft classmate, Robert Rochelle, both on and off the field? What have you learned about him?
Man, well, one, me and Scoot, I don't call him Robert. Me and Scoot, we kind of got a similar background. He from Louisiana, I'm from Mississippi. Kind of hard upbringing or whatever, real close-knit to our moms and everything. So, like, it's crazy that I've been training with him since Exos for the draft and everything. We kind of got cool there, and then we both get drafted here, and it was just kind of like, he's been my friend since then, and we got here and just got even closer through football now that we're doing football. But I would say, man, that's a great guy, honestly. He got his head on right. Like, I can't wait to see what he'd be able to do later on in his career, because he loved football for real.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
And Kevin.
Bobby, when Stu actually asked Robert what about you, he said one of the things he loves about you is your sense of humor. You're a funny guy. Where does that come from? Have you always been conscious that you're the funny guy, or that element of your personality stands out in a football locker room?
Honestly, I used to be real shy. I used to not really talk that much. I used to be a real shy person, and I moved to Texas, and my closest friends still to this day, Caleb, Bree, BJ, Matt, Charles, like they kind of brought it out of me, like just pretty much just like we used to have fun without spending money and without getting in trouble. So my personality, I wouldn't say changed, but just it shaped more into myself of being comfortable around people and just being me, not worrying about what other people think of me.
And when somebody says that you're funny, is it always things you say? Is it things you do? Are you a prankster?
Well, I'm just goofy, man. Like sometimes it be my looks, sometimes it be what I say, what I do. Like I'd rather just laugh. Like who wants to be moping around angry?
And that works in a football setting? I mean, it's a pretty serious place sometimes.
Yeah, it's crazy because like I would have thought coming into the NFL, like how I said, it's a business, that it would have been more stricter and everything. But Coach Henny, like I said, he makes sure it's all love. He makes sure we laughing every day. 8 o'clock in the morning on meetings, he got us laughing and stuff.
Thank you.
All right, that's all for today, Bobby. Appreciate you.
Appreciate y'all.